For this one here, again, we want to make sure that we're able to account for all the surfaces. So I'm just going to lay it on its back along here. I'm going to go around the outside, and then I'm going to fold down the sides. Okay, so just make sure I know the surfaces. There's one there, 2, 3, 4 underneath, 5, 6, 7, 8 surfaces around the outside, and then front and back make 10 surfaces. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have all those surfaces accounted for. So there's my back surface. I'm going to fold out the sides like that. Okay, so those are 3 surfaces. I've got my top and I've got my bottom. Okay, those edges come together. Those edges come together. Those edges come together. Okay, and then I need to have the toe here. That's going to be this surface attached to those 2 ends. And I'm going to go underneath. Okay, so the surface underneath in here is going to be that one. I'm going to do the same thing here. It's going to be this surface here, and I'm going to add one more surface that represents the inside. Okay, I'm just going to shade that one because that red surface there is going to be that one right there. Okay, maybe I'll color code a few more of these surfaces just so that it's easier to keep track of. Those front surfaces, okay, those are going to be these surfaces here. Okay, and then these top surfaces and the bottom surface. Okay, I'll just do it like that. Maybe these surfaces here. Those white surfaces represent the surfaces underneath. Okay, those represent these surfaces underneath, and that surface there, and that would be these 2 pieces there. Okay, now this one's easy to do the surface area because I can just count the squares. I've got 5, 10, what's that, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I'm counting 22 squares. Okay, so the surface area is 22 units squared. For the eye, for the H, I'm going to look at that as an H on its side. I'm going to do the same thing as I did in the last one. There's my bottom surface. Okay, I'm going to go around the outside. So it's going to be starting from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath, 6, 7, 8, 9 underneath, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 surfaces around, plus the front and back. Okay, that's going to give us all the surfaces. So it looks like there's 14 surfaces. Okay, so I'm going to make my kind of 8 surfaces like that. Okay, so imagine folding it this way and the back folding down that way. Okay, I've kind of unfolded that. And then along this, I'm going to just calculate. I'm just going to draw in all my surfaces. So there's the top. Okay, so that's going to connect here to the bottom. Okay, so that would be like kind of those 2 edges. Actually, it would be these 2 edges because I'm starting on the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to go around. It's going to go around the outside. So I'm going to have those 2 surfaces. Okay, maybe I'll color code them. Just those ones are a little bit harder to keep track of. These ones here and here. Okay. And then I'm going to have the inside surface in here, inside surface in there. Okay, underneath surface, that's these surfaces underneath here. I'm going to have the toes. Okay, the toes here. I'm just going to do that one in light blue. Those 2 surfaces there. Now I need to have the top surface, but I can't really fit it in there, so I'm just going to put it off to the side here because that would still be able to attach like that. Although typically I would just add it to the end. Okay, and the surface area for this, I'm going to have 7, 10, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So the surface area I'm calculating is 30 units squared. Okay, you might want to double check that. Kind of did it quickly, but that seems to be pretty straightforward. We can just count. Once we've counted for all the surfaces, it's when we have the grid like this, it's easy to count up the surface area.